Ask Mr. Chapman about will the government of will Obama bail out California?
My guess is yes, and it's probable. And incidentally, one of the things I want to tell you about Belize, one of our subscribers who lives in Mexico went over into Belize, and they went in several miles, and they stopped at a hotel. And because they were Americans, but they hadn't lived in the United States for years, they'd lived as immigrados in Mexico, they had this big, long form to fill out for the United States government. And they refused to fill it out. They slept in the car and left Belize the next day. That's a true story.
Wow. Understand. Well, Mr. Chapman, we're going to take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in 3 minutes. This is Drew Raines, Marines Disquisition. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. 5 by 5 around the world. This is Drew Raines with Wind Talkers Radio Network, heard on Blog Talk Internet Services and on 14 phone bridges around the world today. We have one phone bridge that is down, but we are available to get out there, and we've got our illustrious financial advisor here today, Mr. Bob Chapman, the International Forecaster.com. That's the T-H-E, International, F-O-R-E, caster.com. And you can go there and get a free copy. And I beseech you all, some of you guys out there, you're making a few extra dollars. Drop Mr. Chapman request for his newsletter and buy one, because we bring him on here, and he donates his time to well over 25 to 30 radio stations around the United States and around the world, and on television. We've heard that he's been on TV a couple of times this last week, and we're very proud to have him on our show. So support him. Make a contribution by ordering his International Forecaster. It comes out twice a week. And he does specials. I know for a fact he does specials out there. He may tell you that he takes a couple of days off and plays golf with his beautiful wife, but I guarantee you he may take time off and he may go play golf, but I guarantee you one thing, he does put out a few specials that are very timely and very on point. We have one Marine that re-enlisted over in Spain, took his enlistment, tripled his money, pulled his re-enlistment bonus back out. And to this day, he's still got a ton of money tied up in silver and gold. And I understand gold is right around $954 an ounce, Mr. Chapman. That's up a few dollars today and a few dollars yesterday. And silver also is over $12. Do you see this? Any indicators out there, Mr. Chapman, that's going to show us that the precipice of the takeoff of gold and silver is going to go out? Because I get these newsletters, these emails all the time that tell me that gold's about to shoot up to where if you take $10,000, it's going to be worth $1 million.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's going higher, and it would close around 954 today. And the outside month on silver closed at 1454, up 26 cents. The gold was up 1720, and I think we're going to touch, there's a good chance we can touch 970 tomorrow, and then I think somewhere along the way here we're going to break out through 1,000, and it's still a great opportunity. Gold is way underpriced. The dollar's falling. The economy is not improving, and it's not going to improve. They're not doing the right things. And I just got a news flash, just came over the wires, that Bank United just went bankrupt for $13 billion, and it's the largest collapse this year, which would make, I think, number 34. And so that's the kind of thing that's going on out there. You know, there's about 8,500 banks in the country. Probably somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 are going to go under. And, the FDIC is supposed to be able to cover that, and they don't have the money to do that. Although I expect the government to give them $500 billion to do it, but I don't even think that's enough. And, the government gives it to them. That means we got to pay for it.
Well, Mr. Chapman, on my end, I didn't hear the name of the bank. Could you, and the amount of money? What bank was that?
Bank United, $13.1 billion.
And where are they located?
Don't know. All I got was a news flash.
Okay.
If anything else comes over the wires, I'll tell you.
Okay, I have a commentary here that Mr. Chapman, the United States dollar's day of reckoning may be inching closer. What is your feelings about China and Brazil uniting to bring forth a more stable currency to compete with the U.S. dollar?
Well, first of all, we called the top here at the international forecaster in the dollar on the USDX at 89.5 today, and it was a perfect head and shoulders. I mean, any galoop who knew anything about technical market interpretation should have spotted this one. We had a close today at 80.50, 80.50, down from 89.5 maybe 2 months ago, maybe not even that long ago. And it's going to continue to go down. And that's why Brazil and Russia and China are going to do business in their own currencies. They don't want the dollar because the dollar continues to depreciate against other currencies. But all currencies are depreciating against gold and silver. So the real place to be, if you're not in trade between countries, is to be in gold and silver. It's gonna explode. It's a chance of a lifetime, whether you buy gold and silver coins or bars or shares. And another thing, we'll tell you what to do, and we don't charge for that. Just email me.
I mean, you caught me off guard there. I just can't believe that there's not any currency out there around the world that's stable. There's not even the Swiss franc.
Nope, none of them are stable. That's where you got to be in gold, silver. Hold on 1 second. Check the stuff coming in. Another bank just went under. Bank United. See what they've got on it and get a printout. I'm going to see if I can get that information on Bank United. Judy's going to go look for it.
Sounds good. According to the stock market, was pounded in the UK because of worries over jobs and the UK debt. The United Kingdom, meaning England, their debt is going gangbusters over there. My question, Mr. Chairman, is it a toss-up, or who's going to collapse first?
I think the finances in the United Kingdom, which are probably 6 months to a year ahead of the United States, have already collapsed. And the Bank of England is doing the same thing and did it before the Federal Reserve did. And I have not a great deal of hope for England. The pound has been strong lately, but it's only because the dollar's been weak. In other words, the pound isn't strong. The dollar's weak, and the pound happens to be going up against the dollar. And that's true of all currencies. I mean, the Mexican peso was $18.50 about 3 months ago. It's back to 13 now, which means it went up. So all currencies are moving up against the dollar. And the dollar is going to go back to 71.16. As I told you, it closed 80.50 today. So it's got about 10 points on the USDX index to go to the downside to test its old low. And I think that low is going to be broken. And when is it going to do it? Probably this fall. So you don't want to be long dollars. I mean, you got to have, a few $100 in your pocket to do what you want to do. But incidentally, for you people who are over in Europe, there's a company that just put a machine in the Hauptbahnhof in Frankfurt. And it's a very special place to me because when I was in counterintelligence, I worked in the IG Farben building in Frankfurt, and Goethe Kaserne at that time was 2 blocks away from the Hauptbahnhof. So I knew the hop on, hop upside down, backwards and forwards. Anyway, they put a machine in there, and it's got gold wafers and grains of gold and coins that you can make a selection and put euros in and buy right there in the station. And they're going to be put on in other stations throughout Germany, as well as in airports and other places. And I think they're going to do a land office business.